What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Rocket Donkey Garage. We're going to be doing something a little bit different today. We're not working on the Bronco. We are actually going to be working on the old Power Stroke. And so what we're actually going to work on today, or attempt to, is the door latch. Mine broke the other day on these 93 through 97s. They are bad about it because they got a cable instead of a mechanical linkage that runs the latch from the handle. And what happens when they get some age is the cable stretches and then the handle breaks, yada yada yada. Well, as y'all, handle broke, and where it broke, it was on a cold day. It felt like the latch, or it felt like the cable was stretched, which it's been having some trouble anyways. So what we're going to try and do, I've not pulled everything apart to confirm it for myself yet, but I was told that the latches on these earlier model doors, the 90 or the 88 through 91s, are the same. It's just that they have the mechanical linkage. I was told to swap over. So we're going to pull the latch off of this door, and then we'll get door panel off of the old Faithful over there, and we'll see if it'll swap over, see what I got to do. Hopefully it will, because that would be good. Save me from having to buy a latch. So anyways, let's get started. I've already, because before I started the video, I wanted to make sure that I could actually get the screws loose. I got them loose. I'll show y'all. I just used a ratchet with a, if I can get the camera to focus. Let me set y'all down. Number 3 S2, number 3 Phillips, fit right perfectly in the latch screws, and I've actually got them all broke loose. Just used a little 1/4 inch drive ratchet. Worked pretty good. So let me get y'all set up, and we'll get the latch loosened off the rest of the way, and then we'll get the lever and everything loose, and then we'll go from there. Pull the door panel off and see what we can do. So hopefully it'll swap over. It would be very, very wonderful if it will. So see, I think that's loose enough. I think I can use my screwdriver now. So I know my last 2 videos have been kind of long, so what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and make them a little shorter, because I know those long form videos like that they can kind of get boring. So I'm going to try and make them a little shorter. May do, as I'm working on one thing, may make multiple, make it into multiple parts, so that way it's not so long. Certain videos I will let go longer, just because certain things just need to be longer. But we'll when we come to that, I'm still just kind of trying to figure out, get my pacing and everything figured out and all that. So looks like, I guess I forgot I've got to take the handle off to get to the bolt that's in there. Cannot remember what size the handle is. Let's see, it looks like 5/16. It'll be what fits it perfectly. Well, close enough to perfect anyways. It'll get it off. But yeah, so I'm gonna try and, because I want these videos to be interesting for y'all. Because I want my channel to grow. And content's got to be interesting for it to grow. So And I plan on doing other stuff too. I'm not gonna do just working on vehicle videos. Like I wanna do like some videos where I go like on adventures in the Bronco, you know, stuff like that. Drive up to Colorado and, you know, go drive around up in the mountains, do stuff like that. But I think that would be a lot of fun to do. So, but yeah, looks like maybe that one fit it. A little bit big. I think it's gonna be maybe a standard. Let's see, or imperial, whatever you want to call it. Just depends on where you're from. I like to use the good old Freedom Eagle measurements myself, but let's see. I didn't think it was a 10, but maybe nope. It's bigger than 10. Of course, my little kit that I've got right here goes from 10 to 12. So I need an 11. So I'm gonna pause y'all just real quick and go find my 11mm socket, and we'll go from there. Okay, got my 11mm found, and that is a perfect fit. Let's see. Okay, yeah, and it is all loose. Set that bolt to the side, and let's see. Not just 100% sure what I need to do to get the latch all the way out. Looks like maybe the runner for the window needs to come loose. So we will loosen that up and see. Okay, that's loose. Let's see. I need something to stand on where I can see a little better. I'm gonna pause again, and then I will I'll pick the recording back up whenever I find something to stand on where I can see in there. Okay. After lots of finagling and finger pinching and all kind of stuff, I got it out finally. Definitely was not the easiest thing I've ever done. But it's out, so I'm gonna leave that sitting right there, and then we're gonna go work on getting the door panel off of my Power Stroke and see about getting that put in. Hopefully it goes a little smoother getting that put in, getting the other one taken out, and getting the new one, or I say new one, my used one. Hopefully it goes smoother getting it put in. So anyways, let's go over to the Power Stroke. Okay, got the door panel off. There's a screw there, a screw right there. Oh, get the camera where y'all can see it. There's a screw there, there's one down there, and normally one right there, and one right there, and there, and right there. But that one, and that one are missing. So the only ones that this door panel has is that screw, and that screw. But anyways, and then a bunch of the clips are broke. I need to get some new clips so that way it actually holds itself there. But as y'all can see, the difference from this one to the other one is a cable instead of a mechanical linkage. So yeah, we're gonna try and get all that swapped out. Same thing over here. I've already got the screws broke loose, and I gotta get the broke part of the handle off, get that bolt out, and then we'll see about swapping the other one in. So okay, I will get the camera set up, and we'll get started on it. Let me get y'all an angle where y'all can see. Okay, I think y'all can see right there. Okay, I'm gonna get started. Okay, had to pause for a minute, but we are back. Going to see about getting this bolt loose. I kind of forgot that the sheet metal on this door a while back ripped. I don't know, it's been several years ago. And I don't 100% remember how I fixed it. I know the way I fixed it was just like a temporary deal. But I don't remember how I fixed it. And we're about to find out. So, okay. I see how I did it. So the sheet metal ripped right there. And I just found a big washer and just stuck it on the back side like so, and that's the way I've done it. They make it, I can't remember who makes it, but there's actually a company that makes a actual proper repair kit deal for that, like I think it's maybe like a piece of metal that I think you actually pop rivet it in place right there, and it strengthens that, because I guess that's kind of another kind of a known weak spot on these, is where that latch sits. But I say that, this is the first one that I've actually ever had to do that to me on. But evidently it must be a known deal if they make a repair for it. But so we got it loose. Let's see, that bolt needs to come out from the window track. Since I skipped most of this part on the one that I'm swapping into here, I will I'll kind of record the whole process on this one so y'all can see it, including me struggling to get the rods loose here in just a second and get everything slid out. I need to grab my long flathead, but I'm trying to get this done this evening because I've got to drive to work tomorrow, obviously, like most people. So I've got to figure out the best way to get all this stuff loose, where I can just, where I get the other one over here, where I can just kind of pop it in and get it in. So let's see. Okay, there's the lock rod, the rod that goes all the way up. There's probably an easier way to do this. I'm just kind of winging it. I've not actually ever had to change out the latch assembly before on really anything. Everything I've had, the latch assemblies have been good. So this is actually the first one I've actually ever had to change out the latch assemblies on. So we're just kind of figuring it out as we go. The last one that I need to get loose, I think, is the one over here on my lock actuator, but I'm not just 100% sure how to get it loose. because I wasn't reusing the actuator, obviously, so I just kind of pulled it all apart. And I'm not actually sure, and this one is actually a slightly different style, which I hope will still work with my, I hope everything still works, because it would really suck to go through all this trouble and it not work. Anyways, yeah, just trying to see how the best way to get all this out. I see where the rod for the lock actuator goes through. There's gotta be a way to actually get it loose from the actuator itself. Not 100% sure how to do it. I don't just give you a ton of room to get in here and look at all of this. I mean, if all else fails, I'd just put it back together and work on it again tomorrow. But I'd really like to get it done tonight, because like I said, I'm very tired of having to open up my driver's side window to be able to get out of my pickup. Well, I wasn't gonna pause, but I may actually end up needing to pause so I can try to figure this out. I can't tell if, I mean, there's got to be a way to get all this loose. I mean, that's just all there is to it. But they certainly don't make this just overly easy, and I feel like that probably what's going to end up happening is I'm going to eventually get it, and I'm going to be like, hey, why didn't you think of that, stupid? You know, they definitely don't need just a ton of room to work on this. I feel like it's probably actually fairly easy, and I'm just making it a lot more complicated than it really needs to be. Or it may be just difficult. I don't know. Okay, there we go. That top part of the lock mechanism loose, finally. Okay, got it out. Yeah, it actually ended up not being terribly hard. I just finally had to kind of go inside and do a little research, and basically I just had to take the lock actuator, and I just had to take it loose from its little base, and yeah, that's all I ended up having to do, was just take the lock actuator loose from the little tabs in there. I'll see if I can get y'all in there where you can see. But the lock actuator has got some little tabs that sit in those spots right there, and I just had to get it off of those tabs, or get it off of those spots, and then I'll be able to get everything out. So we're going to see about getting the other stuff put back in. Here's to hoping it goes back together a lot easier. I'm going to grab the other stuff. I'm going to grab a little bit of white lithium grease that I got for this, so I can give everything a good lubrication before I get it put in, and we'll go from there. Okay, got it all lubed up, all that good stuff. So let's see about getting this one slid in there. I have officially decided that doors are miserable. Okay, finally got the lock actuator back in. after some weeping and gnashing of teeth. But that was a little ridiculous. But one of the last partial step is to get the rod that goes up to the door, or goes up through the door with the whatever you want to call it, lock indicator. You know, y'all know what I'm talking about. If I can get the rod out of the old one, I'm gonna just, because somehow I guess I took the rod off that old one. There we go. Okay, I bet it comes now. Or maybe not. Oh, there it goes. Okay, throw that junk away. We will stick this up in here. Reattach that. And we should be good. Cool. Test the lock. Okay. The rod that holds my, or that connects to the key, I think I may have got it put on there. Well, no, it seems to be helping slowly. Seems to be slowly working itself out. Yep. So I am, I think I may have possibly got it in wrong, which is going to be fun to get it back out. And the reason why I think I've got it in wrong is because it actually kind of fell all the way out whenever I was in the process of swapping everything around. And me not being just the smartest person, I did not think to take pictures whenever I took it loose, took it out, and now I am paying for that. So moral of the story, don't be me. Take pictures or have a better memory or something. Hopefully we don't have to take all of this back out and backtrack completely. I'm hoping maybe I can just loosen these screws back off, maybe get it shimmied around where I can get the rod back in its proper orientation. Wasn't for this being my daily driver, I would just kind of quit right now and go from there, but I kind of don't have an option right now. I've really got to get her, I've got to get everything back together. Okay, well, looks like I've got to backtrack a little bit. Dadgum. It's very, very unfortunate. But it definitely could have been worse. I mean, I could have had to have taken everything out And I did not actually know how to do that. I just had to take everything loose enough to where I could actually get in here to shimmy it out and back how it needs to go. I can't hardly see nothing right now, so a bunch of this is kind of getting done by feel. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, that goes there. A bunch of this is getting skipped or edited out because if I didn't, this would be a problem. This is probably gonna end up being like another very, very long video. And I am trying to avoid doing super long ones. Okay, that is much, much better. Okay, I would show y'all what I did wrong, but I don't think I can get the, I don't think I can show y'all very good with it being so dark. So we're just going to, we're just gonna move on to the next thing. Let's see, there we go. Okay, let's I can see, there we go. Is that the one? Yeah, I do believe so. My long-term goal is to have a shop with lights, and wouldn't complain if it was heated and cooled as well. I mean, that'd be pretty nice with a lift. That's kind of my long-term goal. Is whenever my wife and I finally get to buy a place, because we're just renting right now, but when we finally get to buy a place, a shop is going to be a must. Okay, so latch is back on. And let's just, for temporary, put this on here, because it has to come back. It has to be off to get the door panel back off, but I just want to make sure that everything's going to function correctly. Actually, no, I can put this on before the door panel. It's easier to get the door panel on and off with it off, but it's easier to put the latch on there before I put the door panel back. Now, Yeah, I can work around that. Yeah, this driver's side, I've been rolling around like this for a couple of months now, I think, at this point. It broke one morning on my, actually whenever I got to work. No, actually it was before I left for work. It broke, and it has not been a good time since. Okay, let's do a little test. Crispy, crispy, crispy. Okay, one more. Man, that's working so much better. Get a little of this grease, a little of this white lithium on this, all this right here. And we'll throw a little bit on the hinges while we're at it. I'll tell you what, this stuff has got some pressure. But it works very well. Okay, now just to get everything put back together. That's good enough. I've got to get some new of the I've got to get some new of these panel clips anyways, so I'm probably gonna be pulling this door panel back off in the near future, so I'm not too worried about that. I will probably just redo that. Okay, we'll feed our switches back up through here. Reach down here and put the put that bulb back in. And fish the, let's see, this is not just the easiest thing to do. Alrighty, technical malfunction with my phone camera setup. Anyways, we're done. I will flip y'all around. Door panel's back on. It'll have to come back off eventually so I can do some new clips, but closes, opens up pretty good, and best part, so I have a handle inside again, and it is absolutely buttery smooth. So yeah, I have not showed y'all the interior of the old girl. A little dirty, don't mind the trash, and vehicle parts. She needs a little work. I've not been as good to her as I should have had her. but she's been good to me, and I plan on, once I get the Bronco kind of situated where I want it, or maybe not situated, but once I get to where I can get it driving on the road, there we go, and I can give this old girl a little break, I'll do some stuff to it. One of the big things will be the trim kit, or the trim clips, door panel clips, and then I think that I'm not 100% sure, but I think that there may have been a piece of plastic on the top of the door panel that was maybe broke where it holds the sweep in. So I may have to investigate that a little further and see if I can find another set of door panels. Even if I can't find some the same color, you know, I can find some that maybe I can dye to be the same color. We'll just have to see. But I got to get the Bronco going first. But I just wanted to make this video of its own, just, you know, something a little different for y'all. Just so y'all don't get tired of the Bronco, which granted I've just now started doing videos, but you know, it doesn't hurt to throw something different in a little bit from time to time. So anyways, that's it for this video. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. If y'all like what y'all see, please comment, tell me what you think, constructive criticism, you know, anything like that. And as for that, I will see y'all in the next one.